then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together.
For me, this video has been long overdue, but I think it's time. Basically, my fan relationship with Kanye is, I think, pretty much like a lot of people's. He's kind of like that unshakable ex where you're like, you know, you effed up so bad, it's over. But, you know, anybody that's really loved Kanye from the beginning, I mean, even if not him, but just like his production, his sound, like if you grew up on that, you understand the connection, you understand the bond, and you understand how hard it is to shake that. So I just I know a lot of people are making hella jokes right now, and I get it. He said a lot of stuff. He put himself out there, you know, to kind of be joked and criticized or whatever. But I just wanted to really kind of do like an open letter video type thing to Kanye. And the first thing I want to touch on is creative frustration. I think really Kanye's biggest issue with everything is creative frustration. And when I say creative frustration, he kind of makes everything seem minimal. So that's something that simplistic, I should say. So that's something he should work on, because, you know, when you keep hearing someone say, you know, I just want to do fashion, I want to be a fashion icon, I want to, you know, I want to be the next, you know, Nike, I want to be the next Ralph Lauren. You just kind of like, shut up, you know, people have more important stuff. But it's deeper than that.
You believe the world can be changed through design, and I'm wondering to you, what is design in your mind, and why is design so powerful? Like, why do you think design can change the world?
Our brands can collectively come together for a single mission at a time to change the world. That's exactly how it can happen. People who are, you know, there's a collective that can figure out the killings in Chicago, can figure out solutions. Might be people that are focused on prosthetic arms, or focused on cancer, or focused on some type of movie script or something, or focused on some new form of tech that actually could figure out the killings in Chicago, if that was their goal. And I don't want to say an idea that's so like 7 years or 17 years from now.
Like, if you're a creative, you understand creative frustration. Kanye's thing is, I want to be able to create with no bounds. I have elaborate ideas that a lot of people are just not up to yet, or a lot of people don't get the vision, but let me create. And like I said, creative frustration, especially for a lot of either young people or young Black people, we understand you know, how frustrating it is to not have resources, to not have a dope ass team, to not have people that believe in your vision, or to even have people that say, I don't understand your vision, but let me help you catapult to the next level, because one day you're going to have a vision that I don't fully understand and you just need support. And I think it's really important to creatives and to young Black people to see him shine, because he kind of really opens up a lot of doors. Like, as far as like creativity, look at his shows. Okay, he does hip hop, but when he does his hip hop shows, he takes it to a whole other level. It's like a Broadway, a big Hollywood production. And at the end of the day, young people the new generation across the world needs to, especially young black people, we need to have our children seeing and believing in greater possibilities. Not, okay, this person is a basketball player, so I just want to be a basketball player, or this person is a rapper, so I just want to be a rapper. Kanye's like, listen, I rap, I did that, I produced, I did the shit out of that. You know what I mean? I've done it, and now I want to take over fashion. That's just his thing right now. But if you really look at it, most of the youth, I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, whatever, they're into fashion. So what happens when we don't get a chance to be able to be, instead of be consumers, be the people that are manufacturing things? So, it seems simplistic, but it's deeper than that. It's about ownership. It's about leadership. He wants to do fashion now. Maybe next time he'll want to do architectural design. It's a form of fashion. It's a different form of fashion. It's a bigger form of fashion. It's just kind of like the person that created an airplane. I'm sure one day this person was like, man, I want us to be able to travel, in the sky. I don't even want us to have to be on the ground and take that long. And I'm sure at that time people was like, that's a crazy idea, and why would you even want to do that? That's simplistic. Like, we have horses and carriages. These horses are faster than mud. We got cars now. Are you kidding me? We had horses a few years ago, and you're talking about an airplane. I'm sure nobody wants to invest in it. Nobody thought it was realistic. Nobody could foresee it. So with Kanye, I just see him really wanting to break all the molds. As an actor, you never want to stay typecasted as a slave, as a thug, as a angry black woman, as a nurse. You never want to be in the same station, doing the same thing. You want to come up in life. As a lawyer, you don't always want to have the same kind of cases. The goal is to level up, and Kanye is simply saying, give me the resources to level up, or better yet, I have the resources, just stay out my way. You know what I mean?
Regardless of if people understand this or not, it's Rain Man sitting here. You just fucking know it's Rain Man. So let's go back and look at that movie. No matter what Rain Man's doing, if you take him to that fucking table, he's gonna pick the right cards.
So I wanted to get your thoughts on education and the sort of thinking that you've been talking about as it relates to education and the importance of how education kind of falls into this.
The other thing I want to touch on is disposable friendships. This is like a modern thing. The more we have social media, the more people are disconnected. I'm not effing with that person because you don't have to, because you can pull from all of these other people, from all of these other groups. And I kind of look at Kanye, I'm just going to say, as like a friend, and not for anybody to laugh at this, not like a friend like he cares about me or he really F with me, just as far as like people that you felt gave you something. Like when Spaceship came out, and you know what I mean, how the graduation made you feel, how College Dropout made you feel. Like if you really like music and love black culture and love hip hop and love innovation, you know what that felt like when it came out. A lot of people know that Kanye sound made you feel like, just like as a black person, you were doing bigger things. Just as a creative, like his music made you feel large. I remember hearing him say he wanted to make stadium music. Who thinks like that? You know what I mean? Like, especially coming from, a black neighborhood, you probably just like, I want to be a rapper. Kanye said, I want to make stadium music. You understand what I'm saying? So, just to get back to the point of, people being disposable, don't, just dispose him because he's saying something that you don't necessarily agree with.
No matter what y'all think about me, I'm still your child. You know what I'm saying? You can't just turn me off like that.
Okay, he said if I would have voted, I would have voted for Trump. But if you listen to people like Kendrick Lamar, he been said he don't vote.
My vote count, I'm not voting. I don't do no voting. Everybody think I'm supposed to be voting. I will keep it straight up real with you. I don't believe in none of this shit that's going on in the world. You talk to me, you'll be talking to me for hours, because everything has a contradiction. Everything is, higher rankings, and he is way beyond us, way beyond people. So basically, do what you do good with your people, and live your life, because what's going on is not really in our hands. If not in the president's hands, then it's definitely not in yours. Take that. So.
You know what I mean? But he's just not, I guess, arrogant. He's not Kanye about it. So everybody kind of forgot that he said that and let that slide. But whatever the case is, it's just a political view. You know what I mean? Like, let him be a different kind of black, or just let him believe in what he believes in. You know what I mean? Just don't dispose him for nothing. Let me not say nothing, because he says a lot of things that's like, really? But I'm like, you got family members that say things that's like, really?
And she taught me so much about sisterhood that I have to commend you, because everything that people try to put on you, you don't let it happen, Monique. So
that's why I was so proud of you, because oftentimes y'all know how the game can get.
Exactly.
And words can be said and things can go back and forth,
Yeah.
and we not be courageous enough to say, let me call my sister directly.
Yeah.
Because this get ready to get crazy. I don't want to know about what you
Right.
said.
Yeah.
I want to call my baby directly.
That
So
makes
it
such a
was
difference.
that moment for us to say, we still sisters. And if you do have a different opinion than I do, girl, call me up so we can talk about it. But it solidified our sisterhood.
So maybe if we start having more of a family camaraderie type look on life again, a lot of things would be better. Now, going into my next bulletin, which is all of our black melanated leaders and heroes, entertainers, great entertainers being assassinated, whether it's physically or whether it's their character. That's really something that we have to be mindful of participating in. Seriously, like, imagine if you contributed so much to a culture, and then to just have people say, I'm not effing with you because you're changing. Kanye's around a whole bunch of different kind of people. He's learning a bunch of different things, and I could even get into the fact that I do think, you know what I mean, that somebody is pulling strings on his mind or whatever the case is. But the point is, they're trying to assassinate everybody that we look up to physically, mentally, or spiritually. And we have to stop participating in it. Like, a lot of their people are molesting kids, especially in Hollywood. Let's not even get into that. They're cheating on their wives. They're beating their wives. And I'm not saying that we're standing behind that, because we don't. But it's just kind of like everybody in these industries are doing it. So why is it when it comes to our leaders, it's like, okay, this person did this, dispose their whole legacy? Like, who does that? You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to assassinate our own people. Like, you assassinate their character. If we're going to deal with them, we shouldn't be dealing with them on a mass level. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when Talib Kweli sent out that tweet, and he's like, come back home. That's it. That's all we should be saying or dealing with. Let his friends deal with him. Let his peoples deal with him. Write him, a letter, make a video, encourage him, say we still here. And I'm not saying that people haven't done that, but I just think that, like I said, when I look on the media, I'll see a crazy story about a white person come and it'll be gone. Oh, this person molested a child. It comes and it's gone. It's not like a whole assassination of their legacy, of their work. So they did it to, they try to do it to Muhammad Ali because he didn't want to fight in a war that he didn't believe in. Now, I'm sure back then, hell of our people in America was like, oh, you don't want to fight for our country. We not messing with you. They try to assassinate his character, Malcolm X. You know what I mean? They try to make him seem like this racist, angry, Islam, Muslim extremist, or whatever you want to call it, racist. And guess what? Back then, a lot of our people wasn't messing with Malcolm. Whitney Houston. Say whatever you want about Whitney. She had a problem. She had a crack problem. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I don't know where y'all grew up from, but I know that somebody put crack in black neighborhoods. And guess what? Somebody is still putting drugs into our celebrities and our heroes. Even when they get in Hollywood or they get in, you know, the music industry, is the same thing. It's the crack game, it's the drug game. They're doing it to everybody. So it's kind of like, let's act like we don't know the forces that be and what they're doing. So to move on to the next point, which is gonna be kind of controversial, but that's okay.